This video is going to talk about adding and subtracting decimals. When you are adding and subtracting numbers, the most important thing to remember is to line up the decimal point. So when you're adding two numbers, such as the ones that are right here, what you have to do is first you list the first number, 3.734. When you put 29.2 down, what you have to do is you put the decimal down first, then put down the whole number before it, and then put down the 2. Now what you'll see is that there's some extra space left over here. That's okay. The most important thing when adding and subtracting is to line up the decimal point. So if you absolutely need to put something here, put the invisible zeros. So there we have numbers, and you can also put one up here. All depends on what works for you. So now we're going to add like normal. 4 plus 0 is 4, 3 plus 0 is 3, 7 plus 2 is 9. The decimal, you just copy the decimal down, so it's all in one big line, but the decimal goes right here. Get rid of that line so you don't accidentally think it's a 1. 9 plus 3 is 12, carry the 1, and you get 32 and 934 thousandths. Subtracting decimals is the same thing. So we're going to subtract 4 minus 0.75. So we're going to put down the 4 first, but the challenge that you might notice is that there's no decimal point in there. When you have a number that does not have a decimal point, think about like when you read a book or any sentence, the period always comes at the end. So if there's no decimal, you always put it at the end of the number, just like where a period would go in a sentence. Now we're going to put our 0.75. And it looks really weird, but we've lined up the decimal point, which is what we need to do for both addition and subtraction. So because we do need something here, we're going to put our invisible zeros, which are always there, but most of the time we don't put them because most of the time they don't help us out. This time they do. Now we're going to do our borrowing. 4 becomes 3, 10 becomes 9, 10 minus 5 is 5, 9 minus 7 is 2, decimal, 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 3 minus 0 is 3. And there you have your answer. Again, the most important thing is to line up the decimal point.